Wind direction changes the productive bank. Not because bass follow a compass, but because wind moves the food chain. It makes one shoreline more informative than another. The mistake is logging a trip as simply windy. Windy is a comfort note. Direction is the fishing note. Start with the water. A steady wind creates surface current. That current pushes tiny food, insects, plankton, and loose surface life toward the bank the wind is blowing into. Bait fish do not need to understand the weather report. They follow food and get pushed by water. After a few hours, the windward bank can hold more activity than the calm side of the same lake. That does not mean every wind-blown bank is automatically good. It means that bank becomes worth reading first. Look for the place where wind hits something useful: riprap, grass edge, dock line, point, laydown, or the first break outside a shallow flat. The wind is the delivery system. Cover is where bass can use it. The leeward bank is easier to fish. Boat control is simpler. The surface is quieter and your cast feels cleaner. But easier is not the same as more informative. On many days, the calm side tells you less about the active food chain. The uncomfortable side can show bait flicker, broken surface light, and bass that are positioned to ambush. This is why direction matters as much as speed. 10 miles per hour from the north and 10 from the south may activate different banks. Same lake, same wind speed. Different shoreline receiving the food, the chop, and the pressure. The better comparison is not, did I fish in wind? It is, which bank did that wind build and what was on it? Here's a weak log, bluebird, windy, 1 bite. Here's a useful log, northwest wind at 10 to 14, windward riprap, stained edge, bait flicker, first bite on the outside corner, second bite on the same depth. That version gives your next trip something to compare. A simple way to test it is to fish both sides on purpose. Give the windward bank a real pass, then spend a short control window on the protected side. Do not only compare catch count. Compare bait activity, watercolor, surface texture, and where the first committed bite happened. The difference is often more useful than the number of fish. There are caveats. Too much wind can make boat control and presentation worse than the benefit. Muddy water can spread faster on a hard-blown bank. Clear water can make a little wind more valuable because chop breaks up light and line visibility. The point is not to worship wind. The point is to record what it actually changed. Use the protected bank as a control group. If the windward side has bait and the calm side feels empty, that is a pattern clue. If both sides are dead, the wind may not be the leading variable. If wind hits one kind of cover and not another, save that difference. When you log the trip, do not stop at wind speed. Save wind direction, bank exposure, water clarity, cover type, bait activity, depth, and where the bite happened. Over time, Bassai helps those notes turn into a local pattern instead of a one-day guess. Bottom line, wind direction is not background weather. It decides which bank gets built. Fish the bank with the evidence. Then log enough detail to know whether it happens again.